Look, I realize you don't know me.
And I don't want to. You threatened my pregnant wife and her 2 sons with a gun.
I was desperate. And I would never actually hurt a woman and her kids.
I don't care.
Well, ask your wife. I let them all go, no harm done.
It's true.
Morgan asked me to take him to a ball game. I didn't know how to say no.
Look, I don't fully understand why you're in this house, what you're doing here. But let me just explain this to you so you understand where I'm coming from. The world that you work in is very dangerous. It gets people killed. Okay, you take your boss, for example. And his first wife, she was blown up in a car bomb. And the latest bride, she was shot at the altar, and his son just got out of a coma after being shot in the head. Now, I can't stop Sonny from seeing his kids, but I can sure as hell stop you or anyone else that works for him. So you stay away.
Thank you for helping with Morgan, but next time you should just call one of us.
Fair enough. Oh, just one last thing. You got a pretty great kid there. You might want to spend a little extra time with him.
I'm sorry, you telling me how to be a father?
No, I'm just remembering what it was like growing up with that one.
For God's sake, Ron, how old are you?
I know how important family is to you, Olivia. But you can't go around threatening a major undercover operation so your baby boy gets home for dinner.
Don't you patronize me, Ron. I am keeping my kids safe just the same as your wife would do if this was your kid.
My kids aren't working undercover.
This is very simple. Your partner has a conflict of interest here, Ron. His mother has ties to both Sonny Corinthos and John Zakara.
Oh, and you think he's going to treat them any differently? Out of respect for your ties? Think again. Look, he goes for what he wants, and he usually gets it.
Usually?
Yeah.
Usually, why is that not reassuring to me?
It's his job.
Yeah? And his job could get him killed. If Sonny finds out what Dante is up to, he's a dead man.
I got an idea. If you're so worried, how about you cut your ties?
How about you get my kid reassigned?
You know the risk going in.
Ronnie, I've known you my whole life. All right? I've never asked you for anything, not even that stupid $20 back. I'm asking you this now. Please. Please, get my kid out of this.
Michael?
Michael? Do I look like Michael to you? Some protector you are.
Where's Michael?
He's gone.
Where?
Maybe Jerry grabbed him, maybe he had another coma and found the ocean, or aliens abducted him. I just turned around and he was gone. And I'm all alone.
Christina! Christina!
Got to remember not to judge people too quickly.
You?
Look at that blonde woman on the Maze Runner.
Oh, wait, the one staying close to shore?
Her son was so excited to get out on the water, he grabbed the first wave runner he saw. Well, I spent half an hour with the mom while she fusses over the selection, trying to pick an easy one for herself.
Well, he's having a great time.
Well, the mom is gripping onto the handles for dear life.
Well, you gotta give her credit for going out there.
My mom's like that. She's totally risk averse. Her idea of outdoor sports is floating in the pool, lifting a glass of iced tea. Molly and I would beg her to go ice skating and skiing and tobogganing. She finally agreed despite her terror of us all dying. The look on her face when she snowplowed down that bunny slope was priceless.
My mom's the opposite. She's up for anything, especially if she hasn't done it before. She's always the first one to put her hands up in the air on the roller coaster, or the first one to let the weird insect crawl up her arm at this roof. I hope Mom's okay.
I hope mine is too.
Yeah, I had a pretty cynical attitude about life. Till Nicholas came along. Sometimes I can't believe that I've actually met a sincere guy who's good to me. Believe me, Elizabeth, I've been with guys who are not.
Well, some women are attracted to bad boys. Maybe you're just one of them.
Yeah, I was, okay? But then I thought, I'm never actually going to fall in love with someone. So why not just play the game? Use the guy before he uses me.
So you were using Nicholas?
I had my defenses up.
Well, he didn't. He was vulnerable from the moment he saw your face.
Yeah, I know. He's the most wonderful combination of gentleness and strength. When I watch him ride Rubicon, it's almost like he becomes the animal. He's just so full of power and grace. And then he introduces me to his son, and he's just so sweet and tender. I don't know. He's a man of contradictions in the best possible way.
Yes, he is.
The more I've gotten to know him, the more I care about him. We've tried to break it off. We've tried to fight it. But it just doesn't work, I'm in love with him, and he's in love with me.
Understand all this correctly. Okay? It was Ethan's idea for Rebecca to pretend that she didn't know anything about Emily.
Ethan's a pro. He said that the best way for her to get the money was to act spooked that she looked like Emily. That way you and the Quartermains would come to her.
Right. And then Ethan was to get a piece of the action, right?
In return for coaching her.
My God, wasn't she just astonishingly good at playing hard to get? I mean, when I told her the truth, that she was Emily's sister, you should have seen the shock on her face, Lucky, and I bought into every one of those lies. I made it easy for her.
Wherever it started, Elizabeth thinks Rebecca has real feelings for you now.
Doesn't matter. Thanks for telling me. I appreciate it.
Listen, for what it's worth.
No, you're gonna have to leave now.
Well, listen, why don't we just take a walk, or we can go around
please,
the lake?
please leave. Okay, I need to think this thing through and figure out how I'm gonna handle it.
All right, I'll call on you later.